Hi friends, Dr. Krystal here. Happy December. We are in the midst of self-care month, and today I want to focus in on some of the habits that you can create as a family to really focus in on health and being calm, especially this time of year. It can be pretty hectic, busy schedules, a lot of events and things like that happening. So this is just going to be a friendly reminder for things that you can do as a family to really try to stay in a Zen type of state this time of year. I know it can be very stressful for families and everybody, people of all ages, really. There's a lot going on for kids with school and everything. Little change in schedules with, Christmas break and things like that. So keep this in mind for things that you can do together. One of them is focusing in on really routine in general, whether that's exercise, nutrition, sleep. We're going to hit on all of that. So first things first with exercise, trying to stick with a routine for yourself as maybe the adult that's hearing this, or as the kids as well. So having good healthy movement on a regular basis is going to always just calm stress and produce really happy hormones and things to help keep your body in a more calm state. So, and just to keep it healthy as well. So healthy exercise and movement is a good one to keep in mind. The other things too with that is it doesn't have to be at a gym. Especially when you're with your family, it can be out adventuring, playing in the snow, building snowmen, like going sledding. All of these types of things can be indoor, outdoor activities. Even throwing on a YouTube video and having your children work out with you, something that is doable for them to join in with as well. It can be really fun and just a way to get the whole family moving together. Another thing too is just when it comes to these healthy habits, as the parents, we really have to set the stage and set the example for everybody else. So that is in our behavior, in just our day-to-day healthy habits that we're trying to do, because when children see that we do these things all the time too, they learn these healthy habits and hopefully keep them in their routine as they become young adults as well and into adulthood. So being that example for our children, for teaching them things like forgiveness and love and kindness and joy, patience, these are all things that have to be taught and like they see through example. Gratitude, before bed at night, we as a family go over, what was our most favorite part of the day today, or what we're most thankful for. Like, it's just a quick little activity that just seals the day and hopefully kind of sets us up for a successful next day too, because I know sometimes it's a day-to-day process, especially when you have little ones. So another good habit is nutritional things, what you're doing on a day-to-day for healthy eating in terms of feeding your family healthy, nutritious foods, making sure that they have good options. Maybe that means food prepping together as a family and just sharing the load too. There's a lot that goes into living a healthy lifestyle. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to stick to things. So especially for adults, setting an example, things like portion control and things like that, to make sure that our children are getting adequate amounts of food, but not overdoing it, especially when it comes to things that should be more of like a treat once in a while. High sugar, high processed things are kind of not a great addition to a normal healthy life and nutrition routine. So keep that in mind too. Being proactive with health is really setting the stage of what are you doing on a day-to-day basis to make sure you're maintaining. Is it, getting some sunlight when you can, getting good supplements if needed. Our diets, even if they're very healthy, because of the way our food supply is these days, very depleted in a lot of nutrients and minerals and things. So sometimes we do need a little extra, especially this time of year. Being here in Michigan, we don't get a lot of sun, and we need a little help sometimes, especially things, vitamin C, D, E, zinc, all of these things that help keep our immune system strong this time of year as well. So keep that one in mind. Being proactive also with your nervous system health. That's where we come into play, along with these other tips and educational things we try to provide. But Really, the meat of it comes down to if your nervous system isn't working as strongly as it could, then you're lacking. And even if you're doing all of these other healthy things like eating well and exercising and things like that, your body may still not be getting the benefit because it doesn't know how to process these things properly. Your brain is not speaking to your other body parts like it needs to if your nervous system is offline. So if you haven't gotten your children checked, or your spouse, or your entire family at least checked out, this is a reminder to do so. We always have amazing specials and things to make it easy and affordable for families to be under care, because it is a routine and it's a lifetime of making sure that nervous system is staying in line. If we didn't have stress or gravity, you would hold an adjustment a lot longer. But unfortunately, we have these things bombarding us every single day. And even as a child, you have issues with nervous system function. So that's why we encourage, even from birth, infants and babies get checked as well to make sure that they have the best chance that they can for healthy development and just living along the way to make sure they're staying and living to their highest potential as well. So don't forget about that one. Being proactive with your health is huge. The sleep routines and things like that, which I mentioned briefly before, everybody being on a routine is helpful. Even the adults, especially the children, when you go to sleep and wake up at the same time, around the same time, all the time, even on the weekends, that really sets your circadian rhythm to be in a more healthy state. So that way you are falling asleep and getting down into those deep levels of sleep when you are resting, because that's your body's time to rejuvenate, recover, repair itself, is during those sleeping hours. So we want to make sure that we're getting good quality sleep, not just, random here and there, I'm a napper, things like that. You really want to get that good quality sleep, especially between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. That's when the human growth factors are at their highest, and that's the best time your body has for repairing. So just a couple key things to remember. This is a great time to just spend with family and loved ones, and that's also just a great time for creating that calm, healthy environment during this holiday season. So we really encourage you to decrease your stress the best that you can. Sometimes it's easier said than done. We do understand that, but doing your best to kind of limit what can be a setting off point for you or your children. Two of the biggest ones that I can think of off the top of my head is screen time, especially before bed, and sugar. Those two S's, screens and sugar, are really difficult and can really make or break a calm nervous system. And just limiting or eliminating those things for a short while as an experiment for you and your family, you'd be probably pretty impressed by the results that you'd see after that. So give it a try. I hope some of this information is helpful for you. Please feel free to share this information with a friend or family member, send it along to them. But I can't wait to see you in the office for you and your family's next adjustments. This is our joy. That's what brings us the most excitement and happiness, is being able to take care of others and see everybody's health journeys and how families have really come together and are excelling together as well. So I hope this finds you well, and we will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day.